Welcome to the Chords of Conversations. Well, this is going to be an interesting episode, guys, because after the electrifying notes of Resonium, we are going to see Omkar's way to go towards Harmonium. So, tell me,
Yes,
who influenced your Harmonium style?
all my gurus. Like, of course, I learned from my grandfather since my childhood
Yeah.
for like 12, 13 years. Then I started learning from Kanhere Guruji. Now, Kanhere Guruji gave me a different, new, fresh perspective of looking at the harmonium as a solo playing instrument. And before that, I was more into vocals. Like my grandfather used to teach me
Yeah, we
vocals
saw the
and
picture, you singing.
harmonium. Yeah. Um,
If you haven't watched that episode, please watch it.
when I started learning from Kanhere Guruji, he has his own world of a different thought process towards playing a harmonium solo, and he gave that thought to me that you have to focus on the harmonium solo too, and I'm just walking on the path he has showed. Also, I would like to mention I have learned from a legendary sitarist, Ustad Siraj Khasaba. Like we met in Bhopal in 2012 in a competition. Every day before we used to go for the competition, he used to have his workshop in the morning.
That's so
And
amazing. I
of
think
course,
everywhere where competitions are being held, people should consider something like this.
in those 3 days, I got a chance to learn so much from him, and finally, I ended up meeting him in Mumbai again after a few months. I requested him to give some talim, and of course, with God's grace, he agreed on that
Yeah.
part, because a sitarist giving a talim to a harmonium player is a rare combination.
Yeah.
Like and that then he gave me a thought that there are many things which are sitar based, like mainly they are played into sitar, but that also can be played or replicated in the harmonium. And I can proudly say that he gave me a view that a harmonium can also be played with a sitar style, and that helped me to grow so much in a very different style than usual.
How has your approach evolved throughout the years?
A lot. Like many of the students and artists will agree on this point, because it might be the same in many cases. When I started learning, I was more inclined towards playing fast things like tan and getting the faster speed and stuff like that, or maybe laikari, different kinds of laikari. But when it grew on me, the music grew on me. Now I'm much inclined towards the alapi of the rag.
Yeah.
Like the first part, basically the introduction is what I'm working on right now. That part is very much crucial in case of Hindustani classical music
Yeah,
performance.
yeah.
The introduction tells you everything. Like that is very important, and I am like I enjoy more of introduction than the tankari now.
Honestly, the introduction itself, it eventually tells you that what is going to happen
Correct.
next, and it leads you towards that upliftment.
Of course, it tells you how it is going to be in the entire performance. Like how you say, it's a trailer of the movie.
Yeah. What role does harmonium play in different genres?
Oh, सुनना है?
Yeah.
किसी भी महफिल में जाओ और बीच महफिल में हारमोनियम का माइक म्यूट कर दो. You'll get to understand what role it plays in the whole concert.
Oh God, this was such a punch.
There are many such things which are present, but they are not so significant. But when you eliminate that thing, like how I said, mute that thing, then you hear the value of that thing.
To be honest, you cannot stop breathing. Yeah, come on, think about it.
In Hindustani classical music, or any genres like thumri, ghazal, all of them, the harmonium has different roles. Like a harmonium plays a vital role in different genres in different way. Like if I am playing a ghazal, my approach of playing pieces or playing fillers in between the song or the ghazal is different than how I will accompany somebody in the classical music.
Yeah.
Like if I mismatch and play the ghazal things there, I'll be thrown out of the concert.
Oh God.
I must say that a good harmonium accompanist holds the hand of the vocalist and lead him to his destination musically.
That's amazing. I would like to add something here that being a vocalist, even we feel that, like, as you said, you guys hold our hands, and I completely agree with it, because sometimes it's your job to get us on track, because sometimes in the flow we are so much into the creative process that
Perfect.
we don't,
I mean,
sometimes we just lose track, and your fillers or the things, little things which are going on, those play a very vital role, I would say.
yes, because what happens is many a times a vocalist is thinking about what is coming next,
Yeah.
right? There, if I disturb his thought, then his musical trance, which is going on at that very point, goes away.
Yeah.
And that's where an accompanist should control himself, not to show what he
Knows, yeah.
but just to support and
Be
just,
there for,
just be there.
just be there, like your parents are there for you.
Correct.
Like, it's like that.
It's like that.
It's
Definitely.
What emotions or stories do you want to convey through your art?
Every time it's a new story, new emotion. Like if you compare the two songs which I have played, Lal Singh Chaddha wala jo Tere Hawale hai is a different thing, and What Jhumka hai is a different emotion. Like I have played both of them on a same harmonium, but again they convey a different emotion. So it's the same way. While we play different ragas has different emotion, and it's about what content is and not the instrument. The emotions and the stories changes as per the repertoire.
Exactly. Hamsadhwani and Marwa cannot be the same, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, moving on, tell me about your most memorable performance or the recording session you have ever had.
Oh, nice. That's a great question, and I would like to say something about my debut harmonium song in Bollywood. That was Titar Bitar, which I played for Mirzapur season 2.
Yeah.
Like Anand Bhaskar is a music composer of that song, and that it's a different story how we made. Like it's an amazing story, but we'll not go into that part. When we met for the first time and he gave me a brief about the song, I asked him, what do you want me to play in the song? Like when I play commercially or for somebody else, my approach is I should be able to provide what he needs in the song and not what I like to be. So I asked him, what do you want in the song and how do you want me to play? What he said is, there is a hook. Ta-ra, ta-ta, ta-ra, ta-ta, ta-ta is the hook of the song.
Yeah.
And he introduced me to that hook, and you can play around this hook is what he said. With God's grace, in that rehearsal session, we came up with a very catchy hook line on harmonium, and we were so happy that he is like, do whatever you want to do in the song. And that was like longest harmonium recording session I have had, and you can hear it on YouTube or Spotify or anywhere. It's like I personally love listening to that song.
Guys, don't you just feel that this person has lot of stories embedded in him? Okay, so I'm gonna interrupt here, and
Yeah.
I have a little game.
Like
Okay?
like every episode has a different game. So
Yeah.
this. Acha, okay, I would like to tell you all of these games are designed by this girl, and she puts a surprise like every time. It's not, nothing is decided, okay?
हम improvisations करते हैं, improvisation वाले लोग हैं. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a word, and you have to tell me three songs which contain it.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's do it.
So first word is Pia.
Pia, oh re Pia.
Okay, next.
Pia re, and Berry Pia.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So next word is Chand.
Chand Sifarish.
Hmm.
Chandare Chandare.
That's Chanda, that's not Chand.
Oh, the Chand and Chanda are different. Tell me that first.
लड़की का नाम चंदा होता है, चांद नहीं होता.
Chandani bhi hota hai.
I think we should compete on this, don't you think?
Of course we can.
Guys, okay, I have an idea. So put the words which you would like us to compete on, and we will make
A short of it,
a short
right?
of it. Yeah,
that's
we
a
will make
good
shorts
idea.
on that.
So,
It's decided.
Chand Sifarish, Chandare Chandare, and one Marathi song I would like to take the name. Chandarani.
Oh God, it's such a cute song.
It's a very cute song.
So, before we end this conversation, I would like to ask you a final question for today.
Yes.
What advice would you like to incorporate into the aspiring harmonium students?
Listen to your guru thoroughly. Follow what he says. And
Before that, please find
actually, please find a good guru.
good guru.
Then follow.
Good guidance is very important, guys.
Yes. Find a good guru. Do what he says. Do not ever doubt him. That's very important because like students come to me, कितने दिन में सिखाओगे, और मेरे बच्चे को इतने दिन हो गए आपसे सिखा रहा हूँ, अभी तक बजाना क्यों नहीं
हम
आता.
भी अभी सीख ही रहे हैं.
Please do not doubt your guru at all, because he knows what you need to learn at that very point. And there is one more interesting I would like to tell to all the new harmonium students. That is, learning from a good guru or listening to him all the time and following that thing is one thing. And the second most important thing is find your own creativity. Listen to inner you, what he wants to
Self-study is
tell.
important.
Exactly. And what comes from within is always been given by a God. So focus on that too. That will really take you ahead.
On this note, we end this episode of Chords of Conversations, and this is Omkar and Kalyani signing off.